Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is just a recap my training lead up to the Wasatch 100. So what I did to make a difference between the last 2 years 100 mile to this year's 100 mile. How I changed from the 35-hour finish at rapid run to the 32-hour finish at Wasatch. In the first 200 mile, what I did, even though I finished it, but especially for last year, after finish I feel like I was beaten up. So I get rhabdos after the race. I don't feel strong after the race. For this year's Wasatch, I feel pretty good. So we no rhabdo this time. Nutrition wise, went I think okay. Hydration is good. I feel really good after the race. So I can see for sure there is some improvement from there based on the training I have, the knowledge I have compared to the previous 2 years. I just want to share what I use on training, so what I think make a difference for me. So first, training. The last 2 races I did, which I also PB'd. The first is Black Canyon 100K, and also for the Wasatch 100. It's the first time I started to use a training plan. So I get a training plan from Ultra Running magazine. So I think it's a lot, like $45 per subscription, like for the whole year. So you have free magazines. Also you can have access to the different training plan. I use the intermediate 100K and also for the intermediate 100 mile. So definitely give me a more like structuralized training schedule, so which at least work for me. So here is the overview of the distance and of the climbs I did this year compared to the last 200 miles I did. So you can see the distance, both distance and both climb are much higher this year compared to the last 2 years. The last 2 years I ran a lot on treadmill as well, so even you see the climb maybe a little bit higher in 2022 and 2021 because when you run treadmill there is no like elevation change. But for this year I'm finishing my basement, so I have all the junk on my treadmill, so I have to run outside. So all my training run are done outside or on trails. The next I want to talk about intensity. Even I have been running for several years, but I have not done a lot of intensity work until later last year. I trained for my Black Canyon 100K. And normally previous years just do okay, I want to run 10K, okay, I will just go out there, run 10K, like 6 minutes per K or 5:40 per K pace. So which lead to about 9 to 10 minutes per mile. So just run a distance, the same as 20K, 30K as well. So never try to push the intensity that high. So but from the training plan I have, so basically you have like the intensity workout during the weekdays and also sometimes in your long run, maybe half hour and an hour like steady state run in at weekend. So I think that intensity really helped me to first improve your base. The second is when you do the intensity work, so we try to like, wow, this is hard, and I just try to just hold 1 more minute, so then that's it. So this really mimic the feeling you have during an ultra running, the later phase of the race. So it's like even you are slow, but you think you are pushing a lot of effort in the later part of the race. Second thing I want to talk about is adversity. Adversity training is also so how you deal difficult situations like in a long run, also in heat condition. I incorporate that into my training because like a race like Wasatch is a lot of up and down hills. The daytime it's really hot as well. So I incorporate my heat training and also doing a lot of trail run, try to climb and descent. I would do 8-hour training to run just one trail, but just in loops. So the trail is kind of a little bit steeper in my area. So just run like 8 hours, I may run 16 loops of that trail. So that will give me about 2,000 to 2,500 meter of elevation gain. So which turn about, I think, 7,000 to 8,000 feet. For heat training, and also I incorporate it into my training schedule as well. So I'm not doing it on purpose, but my peak training period is like July, August. So in St. Louis, those are like toasty days. I do my 50-mile training run, and also I'm at another 8-hour training run in heat in the St. Louis trails. I run a marathon when we are on vacation at Panama City Beach. So that heat training really helped me to like more heat adaptation, but you also really need to really careful. You need plenty of water for heat training. Like I run the marathon at Panama City Beach. I have like 2 liters of water with me. Run start at like 5:30 in the morning. The wind is like 15 miles per hour, like against the wind. Then when the sun comes out, it becomes really hot. So I run out of water. Even I have 2 liters of water bag. So I have to go out to find their like that shower place at the beach. So I just go there, ask, is this water drinkable? So the answer is yes. So I fill out my water and also get a shower as well. So really helping cool down and keep going. For the 50-mile training run I run out of calorie during like 1 loop of the trail. Then luckily, so I was able to get some food from another runner on the road. For another training, like 8-hour training, I did on trails in the daytime. It become really hot. It's about 38 degrees Celsius, which turned to 98, 99 Fahrenheit. I ran the first 4 loop relatively okay, with enough water and salt capsule with me. But the last loop begin to really hot, and also the shade begin to get smaller and smaller because the sun actually coming from here to here. So you don't have that much shade compared to the sun, it's all there. So I see my heart rate going up, then I have to slow down. So that become to a walk. Then I feel like my body is really heat. So I keep drinking, and also keep my calorie in. But in the meantime, just keep moving forward. I know there is a restroom. It's about 1K from where my car is parked. So I go out. I was able to make to that restroom, get water on my body to cool me down a little bit, then walk to my car. So I call it a day. So I think because all those adversity training I did, on race day, the weather is okay. So it's kind of hot, but really not that hot. So on top of the mountain, on the ridge, you have breeze. So on race day, I never feel like it's as hot as I had experienced in the training. Another part I want to say in training is nutrition, so which I did poorly in my training. So and also lead to one part of failure in my race is my nutrition plan. So hydration, I think for me is straightforward. Salt capsule, so 1 hour per salt capsule. So that turns out well. But for calorie intake, for carbs, I normally do in training runs. I will do Kit Kat and also some Kit Kat with gel. So that's normally what I do in my training run. But I really don't take that much calorie as I should during my training. So nutrition is something I didn't train well in my training. I was just going on the distance, but I didn't use the same nutrition as I use in race day. That lead to a failure in my race as well. I normally take about maybe 100 to 200 calories in my training if I do like 5-6 hours, so which definitely is not enough for me. In my race, I do like try to do 300 calories per hour, so that lead to a failure in my GI system because I never tried that much of GU before. So that is something I think I need to improve in future. One thing I do want to mention is I recently began to listen to Jason Koop's podcast. It's really a lot of good information, and I learned from that podcast. I do have Jason Koop's book as well. I have not finished it yet. So, but the podcast really gave me a lot of intake on like adversity training, nutrition, some mindset as well. I'm going to put a link below for Jason podcast. So I don't think Jason know me. But the podcast really helped me to understand more on the nutrition side, also on the hydration side. Thanks Jason for his podcast. So when the training is done, I don't think anyone can run 100 miles without any training. If you can, probably you have really good fitness, or you have very good physiology flow. But I think training did give me the confidence and also helped me to form my race strategy based on the speed and the nutrition I used during my training. By the time at the Wasatch, so I know I'm going to finish it. The question is, can I make my goal? So for Wasatch 100, my goal is try to finish in 30 hours. So I made a cheat sheet. That cheat sheet has all the critical information I need, like what time I'm going to get to that aid station or water station, how long I'm planning to stay at that aid station, and also the pace I'm going to run during that time. Also with the calories I want me to take with me for the next section. Yeah, the cheat sheet works pretty well in the first 50 miles, and I get the cheat sheet lost at Alexandria aid station. So I think that is a big mistake for me. I should have gone back when I just left the station. I realized that I should have gone back to find it out. But I think, okay, I don't want to go back. I just move forward. So I think without the cheat sheet, it's kind of lost. Like sometimes you have your goal, you are a little bit closer to your goals, you can push yourself a little bit harder. But without that goal, it's kind of like, okay, you just run with your a little bit of comfort effort. So my race day mindset is first smile, try to enjoy the race. So smile. Some people say smile will improve your comfort, will make you feel less effort when you're doing some workout. Also stay in the moment. You can see my cheat sheet. My goal is like the first third of race done, I'm going to tear it off, put it away, which I did, and the second part is off after that, and I'm going to tear another part away and only looking forward. I would say during the whole race I controlled pretty well until to the later part of the race, which I'm a little bit off on my nutrition, and also I'm afraid to go to number 2 in the bush, so a little bit off on food intake. That made me a little bit dizzy, but I was able to catch up with some calorie later. But I think during the whole race, I never look back and think, oh, I have been running 50 miles. My mindset is always looking forward. So what is the next aid station? What is my effort level right now? How I want to move forward from here. And the last race day mindset, I had to finish strong. I think which I did. So I did run the last 1 mile or 2. I don't know why it seems from Rabi run and also Wasatch, I still have some leg left to run at the later part of the race. So what I learned from here, I didn't hit my 30-hour goal, but I'm really happy with the result. So because I can really see my improvement in this race compared to the last 2 races I did, from a training standpoint, from a nutrition standpoint. There's definitely a lot of room to improve. If you look at my status on my watch, so I don't know why they have the morning time at 27.5 hours. So, but they also have the walking time and running time, I think a little bit over 28 hours. So I spent 2 hours in 8 stations, and the rest of 1.5 hours, either I was doing number 1 or number 2 on the trail. What improvement I can make further? So first, is just try to train my GI system. So use what I'm going to use in a race, in my training, especially for the long training as well. Nutrition, hydration, really is a key to keep you moving during the race. I really like one sentence Carl Meltz said. So your body is a fire, or your body is a furnace. You need to keep filling it so it can keep going. So for the last many ultras I did, 50 mile, 100 mile, I don't think I ever figured out the nutrition plan. So I always feel bunked dizzy, even in the 50 mile, in the later part of the race. I feel really tired and also dizziness. So because I didn't hydrate as I need, I never took like salt capsules, I never eat that enough calories. So that leads to my really tired, weak finish in the previous races. Moving forward, really need to train my stomach, train with the nutrition I'm planning to do in the race day. One fellow St. Louis ultra runner told me, it's problem with your head, sugar. It's a problem with your leg, then salt. So I think that's pretty much true. Yeah, but how to prevent the GI issues again? So that would be my focus on the next training period. For next series, I'm thinking about doing one local 15 mile, trying to do crew 100 mile. I will see if I can get registered for that, and another local 100 mile in later October. I think that would be little enough training for me for 2024. So here you have it. So it's what I did to improve my time from 35 hours to 32 hours for my 100 mile. If you feel this video is helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe my channel. I will try to make more videos as I'm moving forward. So that really helped me motivated to create more content. I mean, also upload some DIY video as well. So not only trail running. Again, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.